Hello to you. Slava Ukraini. I have started my 5-minute timer. I'm holding my favorite cup for teaching on Zoom from 2020. Those who know, you know. In this first video of the new format, I wanted to talk about practicing and how much is enough. The phrase I said recently in the classroom was, if you have to think about what you're playing in order to play it right, you haven't practiced it enough. If you have to think, in order to play correctly, if you have to think about it, you haven't learned it enough. And this idea is actually supported through a variety of different perspectives and angles that suggest that you need to let go of fears, worries. You need to leave your conscious brain outside of the stage area and then just observe yourself making music. If you have to consciously control and manage that extremely difficult leap from one key to another, for example, in a section of a piece, if you have to consciously be aware that in 2 pages there's going to be a very tricky passage that you have to make sure you need to slow down just a little bit in order to make it right, you are setting your brain to fail you at your performance. And you haven't learned it enough. You haven't put enough correct, fearless repetitions into your body. Because if you have had that, then along with correct repetitions and kind of automatic body behavior, you would have instilled a stronger sense of self-trust, and alongside with that, confidence, and as the cherry on the cake, sprinkles of courage. So I encourage you for your next practicing session, regardless of your level, just keep that little food for thought in mind, that if you think things are already perfect, or in particular if you find yourself in a situation, and many of us probably do, without realizing the dangers, when we are kind of dismissing mistakes, when we, for example, play something that looks like a scale, let's say we are doing some classical piece of music, Mozart, Haydn, lots of scales, arpeggios, and we just miss one note, and then we tell ourselves, oh, surely I'm not going to miss that note again. I remember it's a C major, so next time I'll just remember it's a C major. But you see, if out of 10 repetitions, for 8 of them, you have played, instead of whichever scale I said, instead of C major, you played C major with oops, F sharp and C sharp in there as well, and then only last 2 repetitions it's going to be correct, your memory and your muscle memory and your body has way too many options how to play it incorrectly. And all of those options are currently being stored in your memory. Just like I was saying in a different video, reminding myself and you watching that our nervous system doesn't have any distinction between what's real, what's imagined. Our memory has no way of telling, muscle memory in particular, what's right, what's wrong. It's going to take in, it's going to absorb everything like a sponge, everything you're going to feed it. So be mindful. That's the last statement is not an encouragement to be extra cautious, because that's going to trump your learning as well. And that's my timer for 5 minutes. I have to wrap up very soon. So don't be cautious. Make mistakes. There is a wonderful, beautiful, kind of, not groundbreaking, but I found that book to be really beautiful. William Wesney, The Perfect Wrong Note, when he suggests just make juicy mistakes. If you're going to make something wrong, make it really wrong, so you're going to enjoy it. We're going to learn from mistakes, embrace those mistakes as learning opportunities. But while you do that, try to analyze and figure out what is it that you did that caused you to make that mistake in the first place, whether it's undershooting, overshooting if it's a leap, or something else, maybe something wrong with the fingering, maybe you have been playing something for too long in a fast tempo mindlessly. That could have been the case as well. But either way, embrace mistake. If you're doing repeated mistakes, then definitely think about it. Why is it happening? But I will end this video with the phrase that I've started this video nearly. If in order to play correctly, alongside with artistically, beautifully, passionately, but if in order to play, recreate composer's intent and text accurately, you have to actively think about it, you have to manage and control yourself, you haven't learned it enough. Cheers with my apple juice. I will see you in the next video.